Did you hear about the recent Baltimore bridge collapse and the impact it had? The Francis Scott Key Bridge, a crucial artery for Baltimore, came crashing down after being struck by a massive cargo ship. This ship, the Dolly, has a bit of a history, having had a similar accident in a European port back in 2016. This catastrophic event caused an immediate state of emergency, declared by Maryland Governor Wes Moore. The bridge's closure had a ripple effect on the port of Baltimore, disrupting the flow of goods and traffic. Major businesses such as Amazon, Home Depot, FedEx, BMW and Volkswagen, all with distribution centers in the vicinity, felt the pinch. The logistics hub at Sparrows Point was also affected, causing potential delays in deliveries and increased congestion on alternative routes. The Dolly, a Singapore-flagged container ship, was en route to Colombo, Sri Lanka at the time of the accident. It was carrying Maersk cargo, but no staff from the company. This incident has had significant local and regional consequences, impacting both incoming and outgoing goods. Efforts to redirect traffic and find alternative routes for drivers are underway, but disruptions are expected to last for weeks. A tragic event indeed, but unfortunately, it's not the first of its kind. Taking a step back in time, let's look at the earliest recorded bridge collapse. In the year 1109, the London Bridge, a structure of stone and wood, fell victim to a disaster. The construction methods of the era were not as advanced as they are today, and the bridge was built with wooden piles driven into the riverbed, a method that couldn't withstand the test of time. The collapse was caused by a combination of factors: the weight of the bridge itself, the relentless flow of the River Thames, and the added pressure from structures built on the bridge led to its eventual downfall. It was a catastrophic event that had a profound impact on the community. The bridge served as a vital connection between the two sides of the city, and its collapse disrupted trade, communication, and everyday life. The incident prompted a careful re-evaluation of bridge design and construction, shaping the way bridges were built in the years that followed. This calamity was not just a local incident, but a historical event that highlighted the importance of careful engineering and planning in infrastructure development. A devastating event that marked the beginning of a series of such unfortunate incidents. Moving forward in time, we encounter a series of significant bridge collapses, each one unique in its circumstances, materials used, and the impacts it had on the local community. Starting with the Tay Bridge in Scotland, which collapsed in December of 1879. Constructed of iron and wood, the bridge was designed to carry rail traffic over the Firth of Tay. Tragically, during a violent storm, a train crossing the bridge plunged into the icy waters below, leading to the loss of 75 lives. The cause was attributed to poor design and shoddy construction, resulting in a major overhaul of engineering standards. Our next stop is the Morandi Bridge in Genoa, Italy, which collapsed in August of 2018. This concrete and steel structure was a vital artery for the city. When it collapsed during a heavy rainstorm, 43 people lost their lives. The cause was attributed to a combination of design flaws, inadequate maintenance, and the constant burden of heavy traffic. The collapse led to a nationwide inspection of bridges and tunnels, shining a light on Italy's infrastructure crisis. Moving on to the Minneapolis 35W Bridge in the United States, which collapsed in August of 2007. A steel truss arch bridge carrying 8 lanes of traffic, its collapse during rush hour led to 13 deaths and 145 injuries. The cause was determined to be a design flaw in the gusset plates, underscoring the importance of meticulous design in bridge construction. Next, we go to the Hyatt Regency Walkway in Kansas City, United States, that collapsed in July of 1981. Although not a bridge in the traditional sense, this indoor walkway collapse led to the loss of 114 lives and left over 200 injured. The cause was a last-minute design change that doubled the load on the connection between the 4th-floor walkway support rods and the tie rods of the 2nd-floor walkway. This incident spurred significant changes in engineering ethics and practice. Our 5th stop is the Silver Bridge in the United States, which collapsed in December of 1967. This I-bar chain suspension bridge connected West Virginia and Ohio. Its collapse resulted in 46 fatalities. The cause was a tiny defect, just 0.1 inch in a single I-bar. The Silver Bridge collapse led to national attention on the issue of infrastructure health and maintenance in the United States. Next, we visit the Mianus River Bridge in Connecticut, United States, which collapsed in June of 1983. This steel cantilever bridge's collapse led to 3 deaths. The cause was attributed to the failure of the pin and hanger assembly due to corrosion and lack of inspection. This incident led to the creation of the National Bridge Inspection Standards. Finally, we look at the recent tragedy of the Francis Scott Key Bridge in Baltimore, United States. A cargo ship crashed into the support beam of the bridge, leading to its collapse in March of 24. The impacts of this incident are still unfolding, but it's clear the disruption to the flow of goods and traffic will be significant. Each of these incidents serves as a reminder of the importance of bridge safety and maintenance. They underscore the significance of meticulous design, regular inspection, and prompt maintenance in preventing such disasters. From the earliest recorded collapse to the recent Baltimore incident, it's clear that bridge collapses have far-reaching impacts. They are not merely isolated events that disrupt traffic for a few days. The ripple effects are profound and far-reaching, often leading to tragic loss of life, significant economic consequences, and a profound impact on communities. Consider the human toll. Lives are lost, families are shattered, and communities are left to mourn. The trauma echoes through the lives of those affected, a stark reminder of the vulnerability of human-made structures. Then there's the economic impact. The recent Baltimore bridge collapse, for instance, disrupted commerce significantly. Major corporations like Amazon, Home Depot, FedEx, BMW, and Volkswagen saw their distribution centers affected. The flow of goods was interrupted, leading to potential delays in deliveries and increased congestion on alternative routes. This incident serves as a stark reminder of how interconnected our systems are, and how a single failure can lead to a cascade of disruptions. The cost of rebuilding is another significant factor. It's not just about replacing what was lost, but also about improving the infrastructure to prevent future collapses. This requires substantial investment, and often, the financial burden falls on taxpayers. Moreover, bridge collapses highlight the importance of regular maintenance and safety checks. It's a wake-up call to the authorities to prioritize infrastructure safety over other less critical projects. It's a reminder that maintenance isn't an area where corners can be cut, as the consequences can be disastrous. The impact of bridge collapses is a testament to their importance in our societies. They connect cities, facilitate commerce, and symbolize human ingenuity. But when they fail, the consequences are severe. This underscores the need for diligent planning, design, maintenance, and regular safety checks. As we've seen, bridge collapses can be devastating, but with proper planning and maintenance, many can be prevented. Let's hope for a safer future for all our bridges.